Hello friends, I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, Dear Ranjan sir. Last class we have studied person and case. Also we have studied introduction to the verb tense. Hello, I am Ranjan Naik from Odisha, your English teacher. I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel once again. Today we are going to discuss about simple present tense, which is also known as present indefinite. Also we will be studying about person and case, which we have already studied, but along with simple present tense, for the better understanding of simple present tense, we will be just discussing this one along with this lesson. So I request all of you to watch the video very carefully and listen everything that I am going to discuss today. Let's get started with today's lesson. Simple present tense. The definition is: simple present tense expresses habitual or regular or repeated action. Okay, simple present tense expresses habitual action. That means if anything that a person is habitually doing, or maybe regularly doing, if something is happening regularly, or maybe any repeated action, that type of actions are expressed in simple present tense. Here we can see the rule for simple present tense is like this: subject plus verb first form or verb fifth form, that also we can say SES form of the verb. Also it is known as singular form. Okay, singular form. So that also we can say singular form plus object. Now we can see few examples here. Mukesh goes to bed at 10 p.m. This can be a habitual action. Okay, a habitual action. Also we can say it's a regular action. He always comes here on Sundays. It could be the habitual actions. That means he comes on Sundays. Always he comes on Sundays. Okay. Third, he works 8 hours a day. It can be a repeated action or can come under habitual action. So next sentence, I live in Lucknow. He takes tea without sugar. See, here we can see, let me take some other marker and tell you. See this verb, you look at this. Takes, SES, I said SES form. It comes here, and another here it comes SES form. Here also it comes SES form. But here no SES form. Okay. See, what is SES form is? That's a singular form of the verb. When we see or discuss about this verb, let me just tell you about these forms of the verb, as already I have said in the last class. Still then, let me remind you quickly by taking a new page here. When we see verbs have 5 forms, okay? Like verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, verb 4, and verb 5. Okay? And verb 1 is known as present, and 2 is known as past, and verb 3 is known as past participle, and where for is known as present participle. Present participle, and this one known as SES form, or we can say singular form. Singular form of verb. Now, if we discuss this one in sentences, let's take a verb. The verb is go. The base form or present form of verb is go. Past form of verb is went. Verb third form is gone. And present participle form, I mean the verb fourth form is what? Going. And verb fifth form is goes. Understand? So, as in previous slide, we could see that here verb first form or verb fifth form, where it comes. Okay, the verb fifth form comes when the subject of this sentence will be in third person singular. Okay, we will be discussing more about this maybe in next few slides. I hope you have understood this slide. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Here, already said that simple present tense also indicates all three times. We have discussed that one. It indicates present time, past time and future time. Okay, so let's see this example here. I go to school every day. When we analyze this sentence, we can understand very carefully that go to school every day. This could be the habitual action, or I can say that this can be a regular action that happens every day. That means it represents three times. It represents three times, like I go to school every day. That means yesterday I went to school, today also I went to school, or I go to school, and tomorrow in future also I will be going to school. That means this is indicating all three times. Okay, now second example, you see, he always comes here on Sundays. It could be the habitual action which represents three times. Like he always comes on Sunday, means in past Sundays also he came here, and nowadays also in present Sundays also he is coming. Even in future Sundays also he will be coming. So this sentence indicates all three times. Now, let's see the simple present tense. This tense is, subdivided, or I can say the simple present is again divided into four kinds or four types, I can say. That is, let me quickly write here. That is, let's go this, and here we will take a new page. That is simple present tense, simple present tense divided into four types. The first one is affirmative sentence. Second one is negative, and third one is interrogative. And the fourth one is negative interrogative. negative interrogative. So we will be discussing this one separately, one by one, their sentence constructions and how the rule and everything will be studying here. Let's go to the next slide and see how this affirmative sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence and negative interrogative sentence functions. Okay. Now see, the first one is affirmative sentence. The affirmative sentence rule goes like this: subject plus verb first or verb fifth. As I said you already, verb fifth comes when the subject will be in third person singular. Then comes the object. The example is I go to school, we go to school, you go to school. Now you see he goes to school, she goes to school, it goes to school. Understand? Here everywhere we wrote go, but why the goes is here? As I said you already, here he, she, it is third person singular. Okay? Like last class I had mentioned that one, that what are the persons and their numbers. We have studied that one. If you haven't watched that one, go back and watch that video from my channel and you will have a clear concept about that one. Now we can see here the next slide. We can go and see details about the simple present tense. It has got the rules that why s or es is added to the verbs in sentence 4, 5 and 6. Okay, here 4, 5 and 6. Why here this s or es is added here? Let's see that one here. The answer is the rule 2. Rule 2 means, what is rule 1 then? Rule 1 is this one. See, this is the rule 1. And rule 2 is this one. Okay, so let's see the rule. You have to memorize this one, okay? From here to here. See, in simple present or present indefinite, if the subject is third person singular, okay, then s or es will be added to the verb or verb fifth form will be used. Now verb fifth form means, I already said you, es form of verb, that is the singular form of verb. Okay, now to recollect the persons, let's see the following table here. Okay, here you see first person singular I and plural we, second person singular you, plural you, third person singular he, she, it and plural they. So here it is written that in simple present tense, that means if the sentence is in simple present tense, or we can say present indefinite, and if the subject is third person singular, that means he, she, it or any other singular subject except I, you, we and they, or any plural subject except that anything is coming, that is third person. Now my question is, what is third person? How can we recognize in a sentence that the subject of that particular sentence is in third person? In third person. Okay, let's see. Here the question is, what is third person? Okay, now you see the yellow highlighted things are third person. Okay, that means what is third person? You can say except I, we and you. Why you? Both singular plurals are you only, so we can take as a single you. So I, except I, we and you, everything. See, it is written here, the answer. Except I, we, you, everything that we can see, we can hear, we can smell, we can touch, we can feel, we can taste or imagine of in heaven, on earth, under the earth are the third person. They can be singular or plural. Understood? I hope you have understood this one. Okay? So, see, once again, let me tell you this one. Okay? See, except I, we and you, everything on this world, on this earth, universe that is in heaven or on earth or under the earth, everything are third person that we can see or hear, smell, touch, feel or taste or imagine of, that is in heaven, earth, under earth, everything that can be singular or plural. Understood? If somebody asks you a question, what is third person? You can simply answer, except I, we and you, everything is third person, and that can be singular or plural. But we just go to the previous slide. Here it says, where we use S or es. In simple present tense, if the subject is third person singular, that you do not forget. Okay, not third person only, but third person singular. If the subject is third person singular, that means if the subject is except I, we or you, that means if in the subject there is no I, we or you or any plural subjects, that means that is a third person singular. If it comes like this, we add S or es to the verb, or we can use the verb fifth form. That means I have already said you what is verb fifth form. That is the SES form of the verb, or that is the singular form of the verb. Hope you have understood so far. If you didn't get my point, if you didn't get or didn't understand, please write me in the comment section. I will try to answer you, or I can make a special detailed video again about this particular point that you required to know. Now you understand this one, right? Now see the example: teacher, God, father, pen, like this. Everything is third person singular. Some think that only he, she, it and they are the third person because they are listed here. We write here. When I ask some students what is third person, they say he, she, it and they. If I ask them what about God, is God third person? They say no. How could God be third person? He is all powerful God. But my dear friends, in English, God also is third person singular. When we say God loves you, then what happens? See, let me write for you. When we say God loves you, see, we add S here, see. God loves you. That means God is third person singular. That means what? God is not I, God is not we, God is not you, neither. Even God is not they also. So it is considered as what? Third person singular. That means when we use the pronoun instead of this noun God, we use the pronoun what? He. Okay? Instead of God loves you, we can say he loves you. So this is coming under third person singular. I hope you have understood the use of S or es in the simple present tense. It's little tricky and it's little difficult or confusion to understand, but once you understood this, you will understand whole tenses very easily. Simple present tense only little bit of difficulties when we learn them. Sometimes some people say they just speak incorrectly, like he go to school, they goes to school, you doesn't know, I doesn't know, he don't know, like that. So when we say he don't know, that means grammatically wrong. We should say he doesn't know, she doesn't know, I don't know, they don't know, you don't know. Okay. I go to school, you go to school, he goes to school, she goes to school, it goes to school. This way we use the S or ES form in simple present tense. I hope you are clear about this. Again, you have to practice more. You have to watch this video again and again, or any available videos that is available to you. Please go through this person and the case, their numbers, and try to understand better. Okay, if you want to be fluent and confident enough to speak English in front of people, or you want to express anything to the people in English, you should be very confident and fluent, or you should know these small things in English language. Okay, I hope you have understood so far. Now let's go to the next slide and understand more. Now the second thing is coming here is negative sentence. We have studied that affirmative sentence. In affirmative sentence, what we studied? That is a positive sentence. But in negative, what we study? Negative sentence, the sentence which says no. Here, the formation of sentence like the subject plus helping verb do or does plus not, then verb first form or base form we can say, then object. See the example. I go to school. I go to school. This is an affirmative sentence. But when we say I do not go to school or I don't go to school, instead of do not, you can use don't in spoken English. It will help you to speak quickly and clearly. This is negative sentence. Okay. So here we use do. Do or does is used to make negative sentence. But the question is, like here, I go to school, I do go to school. Where do we get this do from? Okay. The question is, where did we get this do? Okay. Where did we get this do from? No. You know that we use helping verb, or we can say auxiliary verb, to make the negative sentence also an interrogative sentence. Okay. So we need an helping verb. But here we do not have the helping verb in the sentence 1. When we just change into the negative sentence from this affirmative sentence, we use do plus not. Now the question is, where does this do come from? Okay. See, let me tell you. Like, I go to school and I do go to school. What are the differences here? Is there any differences? No, there is no differences in meaning. Both meanings are same. We can say I go to school or I do go to school. We can say that one. But sometimes when we emphasize our statement, we use this I do go to school in the time of our necessity. Okay. Now, let's see, where did we get this do? See, go to school, do go. What did you understand when we see go to school, do go to school, and we take them together? One thing we are clear that here in go we have do plus go. Okay, that means do plus go equal to go here. That means what is there? Do is inside this go. Okay, that means every verb has do inside them. Example, I go to school. Do means, do is an action word. When we say I go to school, that means I do go to school. That means I do the work of going to school. I eat food. That means I do the work of eating food. That means everywhere, wherever we take any verb, we can find the action word there, do. So, in the time of necessary, what we do, we take that do from the main verb and take it out, and we use it to make a negative sentence or interrogative sentence. Understand? Here, I go to school, I do go to school, both have the same meaning. Okay, now see, he goes to school. Why here it is goes? I have already said you that here the subject is what? Third person singular. I said what is third person except I, we and you, all are third person. But the rule comes here is if the subject is third person, if the sentence is in simple present tense and the subject is third person singular, then S or ES will be added in the verb. But now you tell me, why ES here? Why not S here with go? See, when we see that go, the word is ending with wo. Wo is what? Can you tell me? It is the vowel. Just tell me how many vowels are there? A, E, I, O, U. That means the rule is if the end of the letter or a word ends with vowels or a sound of vowels, either it should be vowel or sound of vowel, then we use ES or we add ES to that verb. If it is a consonant, we add S. Okay? Now, I hope you have understood this one. Okay? That means every verb has do within them. When we need them to make a negative sentence or interrogative sentence, we bring them. We bring them out and use them as per the necessary. Okay? Now, let's go to the next slide. Here it is interrogative sentence. See, here also the same. What? The rule here is the helping verb will come first. When we make the interrogative sentence, the helping verb will come first. Now the helping verb, then the subject, verb first form, then object. Okay? Here the example is, I go to school, affirmative sentence. Do I go to school? Interrogative sentence. Understand? Do I? See, here we took the do from here, verb go, then we put here in front of the sentence. Then we put a question mark here and make a interrogative sentence. He goes to school. What would be the interrogative format of this form of this sentence? Does he go to school? See, as here ES we have added here. Okay, this is interrogative sentence. Understood? The next one is negative interrogative. That means it should be negative one, the same time will be interrogative one also should be. So how can we make that word order here? See, as usual the first helping verb will come, then the subject, then not verb first form, then object. Do you understand what is verb first form? The base form. Okay. Now see. Do I go to school? This is an interrogative sentence. Okay. What is negative interrogative sentence? Do I not go to school? Or we can say, don't I? So, the most easiest one is this one. Second one. Okay. Second one. Don't I go to school? Understand? This is the negative interrogative sentence. Okay. Now you see in the second. Does he go to school? This is interrogative sentence. What should be the negative interrogative? Does he not go to school? See, question mark. It's a question sentence also and negative sentence also. What does it mean by? Does he not or doesn't he go to school? In Hindi we say, क्या वो स्कूल नहीं जाता है? क्या वो स्कूल नहीं जाता है? कौन से स्कूल जाओनी? Like this in Odia. Okay. So, this is what this sentence formation. Okay. So, this is negative interrogative sentences. Okay. So, watch this video and try to understand them. Repeat it. Watch again and again. Listen carefully and try to understand. If still then you didn't understand, let me know in comment box and I will reply you. Okay. Now let's check on in all the subjective pronoun like I, we, you, he, she, it, they. How can we use them? These all four sentences together we will find here. Affirmative, negative, interrogative. Then negative interrogative sentence. Negative interrogative sentence can be written in two types. Do I not or don't I? This is the easiest way or helpful in speaking. Okay. Like with the pronoun I, we can say I go to school, I do not or I don't go to school. Do I go to school? Do I not go to school or don't I go to school? The same way here again with the pronoun we. Okay. We go to school, affirmative. We do not or we don't go to school, negative. Do we go to school, interrogative. Do we not go to school or don't we go to school? The same way with you. You go to school, you do not go to school. Do you go to school? Do you not go to school? Or don't you go to school? This is negative interrogative sentences. Okay. Next with he. He goes to school. See, here yes comes. Why? Because he is third person singular. And the sentence is in simple present tense. He goes to school. He does not or doesn't go to school. Does he go to school? Does he not go to school? Doesn't he go to school? See, you have to remember one thing. The first verb, whether it is main verb or helping verb, when it comes, then the first verb we only can add s or es in simple present tense. Okay, if the subject is third person singular. Okay, so now next with the she. She goes to school. She does not go to school. Does she go to school? Does she not go to school or doesn't she go to school? Okay. Here it goes to school. It doesn't go to school. Does it go to school? Does it not go to school or doesn't it go to school? Okay. So this is just for your understanding. I have written these four sentences like this. Okay. Now let's check on to next. Here it is they, third person plural subject. Here it functions like other first or second person only because it's a plural subject. Like here, they go to school. They do not or don't go to school. Do they go to school? Do they not go to school or don't they go to school? Okay, this way we use all the subjects here. These all subjects that we have discussed are subjective pronoun. That means the pronoun that we can use as a subject in the sentences. I hope you have listened or watched this video or listened each and every words or the things that I have made you understand. If you like the video, please like my video, share it and comment and ask the questions, or if you want to comment anything you can just go to comment box and tell, or you can share my this YouTube channel to some of your friends so that they can also learn more from this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe my channel. So today what we studied simple present tense along with the person and case, how we can use them. The most important thing we learned was, that is what? The use of s or es in different types of sentence also we studied. That is affirmative sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence and negative interrogative sentence. My dear friends, if you like the video, please share it, like it and comment it, and do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you. We do hope to listen from you through my comment box. May God bless you. Bye bye. See you in the next class with next lesson. Till then, see you soon. Bye bye.